Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to be talking about the Amazon review apocalypse. Because, yes, that is right, Amazon have been absolutely stripping people of their reviews, and fortunately, there is an awesome blog post that I found that goes through this in detail, and I want to go through it with you today to talk about how it's going to affect you as an Amazon seller, even if you're starting up or haven't quite started yet. So make sure you are subscribed with your notifications turned on. Let's get into the video straight away. Alrighty. So I want to get into this video pretty quickly because I want to get you all the information. There's kind of six things that we want to go through today. And for people that are selling on Amazon, this is going to be so important. For people that are looking to start selling on Amazon, then there's a few points in here that if you do not pay attention to is actually going to be really detrimental to your success. Now, we are with Viral Launch right now. So Viral Launch is a service that you can use to actually do product research and launch your products on Amazon. They have a few other services, which is awesome. Feel free to go to their website, have a look. They have a blog, and they sent out an email the other day about Amazon removing reviews, and I read it, and actually it is a really good blog post. So I'm going to link it down below if you want to go read it in full, but I'm going to summarize some of the really key points that I took away from this blog post. So if you're watching Viral Launch, congratulations. It's a really good blog post. So a lot of people recently, you might have been aware of this, that Amazon have been basically removing so many reviews. It's been the review apocalypse. Like they've just been removed everywhere. Thousands of reviews being removed. And actually, the nice thing is Viral Launch have actually got some stats. Now, of course, Amazon want to have a good marketplace for their customers. They want to have reviews that are honest. They want to have ones that are true, so they can give people the best buying experience. They don't want to be manipulated, right? They don't want their customers to be manipulated. So they're going to continue to put review manipulation safeguards in place, and this is just the next step of it. So let's just go through the 6 things that Viral Launch had to say, and I think this really does cover it in its entirety. So the first change is that Amazon removing reviews. The great Amazon review abduction of 2018. So they have basically got rid of a bunch of reviews. So they've actually gotten some statistics from some of the top ASINs, the top best sellers. So like top 5 categories with the highest number of reviews removed from, in the month of May. Cell phone and accessories, 324,423 reviews removed. That's crazy. Health and household, 305,000. Grocery, 204,000. Beauty and personal care, 193,000. This is crazy. Now, I assume they haven't gone into this in depth, but I'm assuming this is the US market. I can't tell if it's the whole world market. I don't know. They haven't actually. No, it's for the US market, guys. US market. I've just read that live on the video. It's the US market. Top products with review removal. Then you've got digital scale. You've got VR glasses. So they've been able to have a look at the they lost how many? These digital scale lost 13,000, nearly 14,000 reviews. That is detrimental. Now there are pros and cons to this, and we're going to go through what I think in the end. So you can go through and you can see kind of the products that had all these reviews deleted, and why were they doing this? Ultimately we don't really know, but Viral Launch have gone through kind of the next few steps to explain a little bit more about what's been going on. So this is really important one, the reviews being blocked, and this is especially important for new sellers that are trying to get reviews on their listing to kind of push you so you can start your PPC, so you can do giveaways, so you can do all that sort of awesome stuff. And what they have figured out is that if you get really 3 unverified reviews in a day, it would cause Amazon to block the ASIN, okay? And if you were to receive 6 to 8 verified reviews, then again they would block the ASIN from receiving additional verified reviews. So they account for verified and unverified reviews separately. So you could get 3 unverified reviews and you could probably get 6 verified reviews, and you might be all right in one day. However, I would not go up to that point. I would say try 1 unverified review and maybe 3 verified reviews, because they seem to fall within the kind of reasonable amount of reviews that can be left. Okay. So the other thing they figured out is that the review limit was a static number. It was something that is, the number is 3, or the number is 2, the number is, 6 to 8. So it's not something that is changing for product categories and stuff like that. But that's a big change, okay? Because the reason being is that a lot of people, when they start on Amazon, they want to get reviews very quickly. This is going to prevent them from doing that. So you just need to be aware of these review limits, okay? Now, we don't know exactly, this isn't from Amazon, so they haven't come out and said you can only leave 3 unverified reviews. This is from them basically trialing it out, okay? So pinch of salt, guys, when we're taking their advice on this. The next one, okay, we go down to number 3, reviews split by variation. So this is actually really good. When you click on different variations, you'll be able to see the different customer reviews. That is something that is really, really good and very useful because, for example, if there's 3 different sizes of a product, the medium size might have awful reviews and there might only be like 5 of them, but on the small size, there might be 500 reviews and they're all 5 stars. So the variations and the type of review per variations is something really interesting for us as new sellers and current sellers to understand. So it's nice that you can actually, these are being split apart, so you can see, just like these little GIFs will show you. Okay, you can see there the reviews change when you change the variation. Okay, the variation is being changed here. Same with this like toothpaste and stuff. So seller feedback lost to a new rolling 12 monthly system. So you might know the difference between seller feedback and product feedback. Product feedback is literally this stuff here where you have 5 stars, 13 customer reviews. Seller feedback is about the seller. So this is more relevant to people that do retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, that sort of stuff, where they're selling other people's products, where their seller feedback is super important because they might have a whole bunch of different products, and this is what shows up in the buy box on the right hand side is also sold by Golf Dom back 9, right? And when they click on the see other sellers, you have a whole list just like this and their seller feedback. Big change is that it's going to a 12-month rolling feedback. So if you've had 1 review in the last 12 months but all your other reviews were more than 12 months ago, they kind of don't really mean anything. But this is great for new people that are just starting, because actually that means you can compete with the people that have been doing it a little bit longer. But again, it's a change that you need to be aware of, particularly if you're doing any sort of online arbitrage, wholesale, retail arbitrage, that sort of stuff, okay? The 5 of 6, the reviewer purge, okay? So Amazon is getting rid of thousands of top reviewer accounts after they've realized that they're being incentivized, okay? So if they've seen and they've worked out, hey, this person has been doing loads of incentivized reviews, or they're suspecting them, they're getting rid of the actual reviewer, which again is kind of annoying for us, but at the same time, it's actually very good, because all of these people that have gone to them for reviews, the reviewers are gone and the reviews are gone, which is, as a new seller, right, people that have been doing it a short amount of time, it's quite good, because then we can actually start to compete, which is quite cool. The last one, and this is obviously one of the most annoying ones, suspension and account bans. You never want to get your account banned, and I think from now on, Amazon are going to be a lot more stringent with this, and getting your account banned is possible. Particularly if you've had your account flagged up in the past for manipulating reviews. Now, if you do get your account banned or you get your ASIN taken down, do contact me, because I do have a letter that you can use, and it's something that I've paid. It's a £500 letter written up by a lawyer that you can send to Amazon. It will really help with getting that ban lifted. Email me and we can work something out if you need to go through that. And if you're in my course, then you're going to get that for free anyway, okay? So that is the big thing, suspension, and you don't want to get suspended ever. So if you ever get done for manipulating reviews, just always be squeaky clean from then on, because ultimately you need your account, okay? You need your account to make money. So how to move forward with reviews? It's just, as best as possible, try to be within Amazon's terms of service. They could be more specific. So, use your interpretation, use your best judgment to be on the good side of them. Just make sure you don't fall into the bad side and, review manipulation and stuff like that. However, it is hard, particularly for viral launch and people like that, to say what is and, basically what is allowed, because the terms of service, they're pretty vague. They are pretty vague. So They say exactly what you can't do, like manipulating the search algorithm, manipulating the reviews, incentivize reviews and stuff like that. So we know what we can't do, but just be aware that Amazon are looking at this with more of a microscope, okay? And don't do things that could potentially harm your product, potentially harm your seller account and get it taken down. Ultimately, if other people choose to do that, that's fine. They go and do it. And if they're getting loads of reviews, they might have them taken down. Even with me, I've seen some of my competitors vanish. They're gone, right? And what I think is that they've had their account banned, or I've had the ASIN has been banned, or all of the reviews have been gone. I've lost 0 reviews, guys. I've lost 0 reviews, and the reason being is I'm doing it in a legitimate way. I'm getting my reviews by asking people that buy my products for feedback. And fortunately, they have a good service. They've got a wicked email follow-up sequence. They've got all the support, and they're happy to leave positive reviews. Some of it's 4 stars, some of it's 5 stars. Doesn't matter. I'm happy with both of those things, but they're real reviews, so they're not going to be deleted. If Amazon suspects you of manipulating the reviews in the past, they're going to assume that you've been doing it the whole time because you haven't been caught. So that's why some people that have had poor reviews, manipulated the reviews in the past, they've had their real reviews being deleted as well, because Amazon think, they've broken the terms of service, but you can get rid of their reviews. And rightly so, because they have no idea. They don't know where these reviews came from, so they're just going to have a blanket statement, we're just going to get rid of them, which is why they got rid of like 300,000 reviews. What was it, 305,000, 324,000 reviews from the cell phone and accessories category, which is crazy. So the moral of the story is read Amazon's terms of service. Like, if you're going to sell on Amazon, read them. And I know it sounds a bit boring, like reading terms and conditions. Just do it. They're not even that long. Just go and do it, particularly with the reviews, particularly with the search and the listing side of things. Make sure that your listings within Amazon terms of service, your reviews, the way you promote your product. Just read them, okay? Then don't do what other people do just because they do it. Don't manipulate your reviews. Don't go into things like Facebook groups and say, like review for PayPal refund, because there's probably people in there that will grass you up. There are other sellers that might grass you up to Amazon. Just do as much as you can to be legitimate. If you want to be in the gray area, that's up to you. But then if you have your reviews removed because of that, again, that is down to you. So for me, as someone on YouTube trying to teach you guys, I'll never, tell you to use black hat techniques. It's always down to you if you want to use them. But as you can see, a lot of these people using black hat techniques, it's all come back to them right now. But it does mean that you as a new seller, you don't have to work as hard to get up to that point where you have a lot of reviews. So it's quite nice. It's actually it's bittersweet. It is bittersweet. So I hope you've enjoyed that video, guys. If you've got any questions, then leave them down in the comments. If you've been affected by this, it'd be really nice to just share your experience in the comments again with the other people. I'll link this down below so you can read it in full. It is actually a really good blog post if you want to read it in full. Viral Launch, good company, they're good statistics, so and of course they have good services. So go check them out if you'd like to. I'm going to leave the direct link to this down below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have an enjoyable time and you got a lot of value out of it. If you had, smash that like button. Of course, if you want any help from me, I've got a bunch of resources that are linked down below, and of course I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye bye.